Hey everybody, I want to wish you the best season's greetings that I possibly can. And I know that there's a lot of you out there that are celebrating Christmas, Hanukkah, and even Yule, and so many other holidays at this time of year. For me personally, I like to remember that a lot of the reasons we celebrate these particular events at this time of year, maybe not the reason we celebrate the event itself, but the reason we celebrate it at this time of year is because in the Northern Hemisphere, where so many of these traditions originate from, we're celebrating the winter solstice and the fact that the light is going to return back to the world again. And there's so many stories celebrated around the world about the return of light, whether we're talking about the physical sun, the rejuvenation of the earth itself, the return of knowledge, or the beginning of a new salvation. The return of light to the world has always been a significant thing throughout human history, and that is something that I like to remember at this time of year. Certainly as a homesteader, you can't help but notice that you get less and less light to be able to do your work day in, day out. You can't help but notice that because of the less light, it gets colder, and that when there's more light, it's warmer. And the return of longer days is that bit of hope that things are going to get well again. Crops will begin to grow, life will be able to thrive, and things will come back to fruition on the homestead. We've had a lot happen here in 2015. I was just talking to Jennifer before she hit the record button on the camera. We have Summer, her horse, was new in 2015. The return of milking goats on the property happened this year. Pigs on the property is a new thing this year. And we have while chickens themselves are certainly not a new thing to the property, most of the chickens we have right now were new hatchlings at the beginning of 2015. We've certainly had a lot of ducks on our property, and of course Jennifer's new service dog, who you recently saw in a video, Angel, is brand new to the property. So certainly animals have played a very big role in our 2015 here on the homestead. We've also had a lot of progress as far as just the general understanding of where we're going to go forward on this property. We've bought some new implements to make it easier to do some of the bigger projects and be able to use the tractor and not have to do it all by hand. And we've certainly realized that we have to keep our farming operation and our animal producing operations completely separate from each other. I can't tell you how frustrated I was when those ducks just mowed through the garden. Well, anyway, I think that I'm probably not the only one who sits back and tries to cope with how it feels like you're not getting anything done. It's easy day to day to feel like progress isn't being made, but it is nice once a year to sit back and realize just how much has actually taken place in the course of 1 year. 1 year in the scope of things isn't anything at all, and to see just how much has been accomplished is a pretty big motivator to realize that you can just go forward one day at a time and everything will get done in its due course. So whatever it is you happen to be celebrating this winter, or if you're in the South and you feel a little bit overwhelmed by all of our Northern Hemisphere traditions that we're trying to make you conform to, happy seasons to you wherever you are. And as always, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.